Hey guys, it's Martin back with another sports prediction video. In this video, I will be predicting the AFC for Week 6 of the NFL. Again, if you did not get a chance to check out my NFC South predictions and you're an NFL fan, I would highly recommend that you go to my channel and do that as well. That's a great video. I break down who I think will finish where in the NFC South, and I also go through every single game and who I think will win in the matchups with those teams against others in the NFL. So if you're into the NFL, make sure to check that out. And here we go. So I'm going to be predicting AFC games. Some include an NFC team, but that's the way it goes. There's cross-conference matchups in the NFL. So I'm going to be starting with the teams with worse records and moving up to the Chiefs at the Bills on Monday night, which is the big game. I'm excited for that one, and I'm sure some of you are too. Alright, so I'm going to start with the Jets at the Dolphins. These are two teams moving in opposite directions. The Jets at 0-5 are playing for the first overall pick, and the Dolphins, and I can't believe I'm saying this, might make the playoffs if they continue playing as well as they have. I mean, Fitzpatrick has been remarkable the last few weeks, and for that reason, I think even though it will be tied 21-21 entering the fourth quarter, because this is a divisional game and I expect the Jets to be competitive even though they haven't in recent weeks, I think the Dolphins will finish them off in a pretty decent fashion in the fourth quarter. I think they'll put up 14 to the Jets 3, and I expect them to win 35-24 here. Let's see. We have the Lions at the Jaguars next. Now, this is another interesting game because this is one where I think both of these teams, if they do well the rest of the season, could make the playoffs. I like both quarterbacks. I don't like both defenses, so this is going to be a little higher scoring. I like Stafford better, even though this is in Jacksonville. I like Stafford over Minshew. So I would take the Lions here, 35-31, to win. And Bengals at Colts. So this is an interesting game. If you're a Colts fan, you're going to like what I have to say. I think the Colts defense is very good. Probably a top 10, top 12 at worst squad. The Bengals looked horrible against a good defense in the Ravens last week. I expect much of the same this week. Joe Burrow probably has an interception or two. They'll probably have 2 or 3 turnovers. I expect the Colts and Rivers to play pretty clean. I think this will be a real offensive showing for the Colts. They put up 30, 40 even maybe points. I have them winning 31-14 here because I just don't see a lot coming from the Bengals here offensively. We got Denver at New England. Now, this is an interesting one for me because what I'm going to say about this is all about who starts for Denver at quarterback. If they start Locke, I would take Denver probably 28-24 in this spot, even on the road. I just feel like Locke is better than anyone New England has in their quarterback room. However, I expect Rypien to start here, and if he starts, I expect New England to win 21-13. In either case, I expect it to be under 30 points, the team that wins, because both defenses are very good, some of the best in the league. Denver is underrated. New England's not. I think people know they're good at this point. So I expect this one to be close, but I think New England wins 21-13. So we got the Ravens at the Eagles. This is another Colts-Bengals situation. The Eagles have not been great offensively, or at least they haven't been consistent. They were better last week. They have not been consistent offensively. The Ravens have. The Ravens have been far better than the Eagles on the defensive end. For that reason, I see the Ravens crushing the Eagles. I think this one's 35-13, and then the Eagles maybe tack on a late touchdown to make it 35-20. This is a situation, though, where I could see the Ravens easily putting up 40 or 50 points here. I mean, I don't have much confidence in the Eagles' defense, but I do feel like they'll hold the Ravens under 40. So 35-20 here. Now we move on to an interesting game, the Texans at the Titans. I would urge you to take the Texans in this spot. I know it's at home for Tennessee. I know they just came off a big win against the Bills, and that's one of the reasons why I'm going to take the Texans here. I think this is a letdown spot for the Titans. I think they might be a little overconfident against a good 1-4 team in the Texans that really has a lot to play for, because to be honest, if they don't win this game, I don't think they make the playoffs. That's how important this one is, because if you're 1-5, I mean, you got to go 8-2 basically, unless an 8-8 team makes the playoffs in order to just get a wild card spot. So I think the Texans will be very motivated here for that reason. I expect them to win on a game-winning touchdown drive or get a late stand to win 42-35. Defensively, I think both defenses have been good at times. The Titans have been more consistent, but I don't really expect either defense to have much success against really high-powered offenses here. So next we have the Browns at the Steelers. This is a game that I love. This is probably my favorite, or easily the top three for the Sunday slate. The Browns are a good team. The Steelers are a good team. When I was looking at this, I was looking for a factor where I could say, okay, because both teams have been pretty good defensively, like kind of average, and very good offensively, which is why they're both ranked well. They have really good rankings. But the differentiating factor here was strength of schedule. Now, I looked at the number of teams the Browns and the Steelers have played that are at or above 500. For the Browns, they've played two teams that are currently at or above 500, and they went 1-1. Obviously, they got thrashed by the Ravens, but since then they've gone 4-0, including beating an above 500 team. The Steelers have yet to face an above 500 team. For that reason, I don't think the Steelers, their defense is good. I don't think they'll be ready for the Browns. This is a high-powered offense. I think they might take a 17-3 halftime lead here. I expect the Steelers to come out with bigger in the second half and tie it at 28, but ultimately I think the Browns win on either a field goal or a touchdown on the final drive. I'll take them 31-28 here. And then that takes me to my favorite game of the weekend. You got the Chiefs at the Bills. This is actually on Monday at 5 o'clock, so it's an earlier game. This is going to be a great game. Mahomes versus Allen. The Chiefs' defense, which has been underrated, against the Bills' defense, which has been underperforming this year. So when I look at it here, I think the Chiefs probably have the better defense. The offenses are about even. Maybe the Chiefs are a little better there. The big thing for me here is the fact that the Chiefs only lost by 8. The Bills lost by 26 last week. And the fact that the Bills have the home field advantage here. Even without fans, I think not having that deafening sound in the background will definitely play to the Bills' advantage. So I think this is a real bounce-back moment for the Bills. I expect this one to be a real shootout. I don't think either defense is going to do very good. Look for this one to be similar to the Vegas Kansas City game, where the Chiefs scored 32 and the Raiders scored 40. I expect this to be similar. I'm not really confident on taking a side here. If I had to choose, I'd take the Bills, because I think they'll be a little bit more motivated after a huge loss that really kind of exposed their weaknesses on both ends of the ball. I think they win 38-35 here. You gotta watch this game. This is gonna be a great one. I can't wait to watch it on Monday. So let me know what you thought of this video in the comments. Let me know what you'd like to see more of, and I'm happy to be back recording another NFL prediction video. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Make sure to like, subscribe, and also turn on notifications so you can see when all of my latest videos are posted. Thanks, and I'll see you guys soon.